Gonna take a trip across the sea. Everybody come along with me. We're gonna hit the night down in Gay Paris. All over the world. Everybody got the word. Everybody everywhere is gonna feel tonight.
Here we go. 1019, little bit of change. Margaret Hopkins joins us back in studio. Been a little bit.
It has.
How was Wreaths Across America last year?
It was wet.
That's right. It was wet. I forgot. I was there. That was a soggy one.
It was a soggy one, but we completed our mission, and to my surprise and delight, East Elementary, all of their students showed up to work. I was just elated when I called the teacher the day before and said, it's the weather's not going to look good,
Right.
and I was really, really thinking that the kids may not want to come. And she said, well, you told us it was a rain or snowy event. And I said, yeah, but I didn't mean a monsoon.
Right.
But it was very wet. But the kids were just wonderful. And because of that, because they didn't get a full experience, because we had to cut our ceremony down, we've invited them to come back again next year.
That's super cool.
So, yeah. So.
Well, and too, it had a great turnout for being as
We did.
Yeah. It was a full house and really just still a beautiful ceremony too. And dove release too, wasn't there?
No, we couldn't because of the weather.
Rain. Yeah, that's
the rain
right.
kept them out.
But
so
that's okay.
Yeah.
There's always next year.
Yeah, that's
or this
right.
year.
Yeah, this year. Yeah, it's
The
here.
way it's flying by, we'll be talking in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But, it's never an earlier time to talk about this because I know that we were talking off air and now the reserve that you guys kind of have for Wreaths is depleted. So
Right.
we have to start over again.
Right.
And it's time for Alton and the RiverBend region, as always, to come together and
Right.
rally for another great cause.
Exactly. And this year, the theme for Wreaths Across America is keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do.
I love it. That's such a good motto.
It's timely because, we all meet adversity in life and you have to overcome, you have to meet those problems and just keep going and make things happen. So, yeah.
Right. Well, and just like, especially around the holiday season too, that's a really good message, especially with the Wreath message all year long. But that date, especially, everything moves fast, but you got to just keep taking it a step at a time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And try not to step in it.
Right.
But, this process is a really unique one. And how do we help support this and what's it take?
Okay, well, first of all, we need financial support.
Yeah.
We have to, we'd like to have a wreath on every grave at the Alton National, which is about $560.
Wow.
So we need to raise about $9,500 to get that done. And each wreath is $17. And people can support us by sending a donation to Wreaths Across America and send it to our post office box, which is a new one this year. It's 3081. So that's new for us this year. But anyway, if they could send their donations there, and then we're able to buy a wreath for every $17 that is given to the cause. And then after we raise the money for the 560, we always like to pay it forward to people who have veterans laid at rest at other cemeteries.
Yeah.
And we have those extra wreath reservations. So unless we have an overage of the 560, we won't be able to do that this year.
Well, and it's such a great thing that you all do when it comes to letting other, wreaths be taken to different locations, because for so many, that have their loved one laid somewhere else, what a great opportunity to be able to provide that for them.
Exactly. They get that experience that they come and watch at the cemetery, then they can pick up their wreath and go to their own loved one's side. So yes, you're right.
It's
exactly.
really cool. And now, so people can donate just by check?
Right. That'd be great.
And that's 3081?
3081, right, in Alton, yes.
Perfect. And honestly, it's no better time to start than now, and hopefully we can knock this out by the end of the afternoon.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be. We're coming upon those patriotic celebrations that
right.
are, we just had Armed Forces Day, and we're having Memorial Day, and we'll have the 4th of July and Flag Day and whatever. So it's really never too early to remember those people who have served and provide for our freedom.
Well, and I mean, we're getting ready to start on July the 4th, the year celebration that will end next July 4th of America turning 250.
Yeah, right.
That's
Big celebration.
And
You're
so,
right.
really this, and it's not even just that, it's really connecting the two generations, and not just the two, but the older generation with the younger patriots
Right.
and the younger kids, because
Right.
you see them and they take so much pride in placing those wreaths out there and really in the process, and it's such a beautiful thing to see and really support.
It is. It is, like you say, to have the younger generations. That's the third part of the mission, is to teach children the value of freedom. And I think we do that very well by letting those children come and actually participating, and they learn from their veteran counterpart as they lay those wreaths. So
100%. And do you have any idea of what these ceremonies will start to look like, or does that take place at a later time?
Well, pretty much it'll be the same as we've always done before. We're going to add a new element. Hopefully this year, the ROTC is going to add something else for us this year, which will be nice. The kids are already signed up for this year, and so I'll meet with them starting in September, and we'll get all that lined up. And those kids also not only participated, but the whole student body actually wrote letters of thanks to veterans, and those letters were taken. They were supposed to be given out that day, but because of the weather, we didn't get to do it. But those letters were then taken to the Missouri Veterans Home, and so those veterans got to have notes of thanks given to them during the Christmas holiday.
And I mean, it's just such a beautiful sight to be. I mean, look at this. We'll just take you. This is the Facebook page, and just a little bit of what that looks like. And when they all get flipped, it's just such a really nice thing to see. And what I think is really cool too is just how every aspect of the Riverbend region kind of culminates and comes together too. You have folks from Alton and Godfrey and different parts of it. That's really unique.
It is very much so. And so we appreciate anybody's help who wants to volunteer as far as contributing to our fundraising. And also, we know the committee, we actually have one new person on our committee.
Do you?
Well, she started last year. And so we're always looking for people to step up and maybe think about leading this group into the next generation. So we're looking for those individuals as well. But this is our 19th year here in Alton.
It's incredible.
I can't believe it.
When you started it, correct?
At that location, yeah.
Well, and that's why I think it's really cool to see how you've really just taken the journey with it, and you made that stop to where they make the wreaths too. I remember you telling us that
was
story.
fabulous. Yes, yeah.
Well, and to really, I think it's so important to get the younger people in the community involved in especially missions like this and organizations and programs, because it really helps you get more connected and really love where you live more too.
Exactly.
And really, last year, how many wreaths did you have?
Well, we ordered the 560, and then we actually gave away 144. So, yeah, and the people, like I say, the people really enjoy coming to pick up their wreath afterwards, and even in the rain, everybody came to pick up their wreath after the wet service. But yeah, so. It was great. It turned out great.
This is really cool. And now this year's ceremony is going to be on December 13th.
Correct.
At 11 a.m. as always.
11 a.m., right.
And now what I think is unique, it matches up nationally, correct?
Right. So last year there were over 4,900 participating locations all across the United States, and there were wreaths laid abroad as well. But so they laid a little over 3 million wreaths across the country. That's an amazing number.
In about 10 minutes.
In about 10 Well, ours was less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's for darn sure.
But to consider that, if you stop and think, Arlington was completely covered.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It is amazing. So, yeah.
Well, and now for more information on how to volunteer and how to donate, is there an email or phone number to reach out to?
Well, they could go on our website. Our Facebook page, Facebook page, Wreaths Across America -Alton. And if they want to, they can reach out to me at Hopkins, Hopkins, 1014 at sbcglobal.net, or they could call me at 618-570-8804. I'd be happy to talk to them and take their name and sign them up.
Well, and also, too, the Wreaths Across America Alton page is a really nice one. Have you seen that?
Oh, the Facebook page?
No, the website.
Oh, well, yeah.
I saw that today when I was looking before you came, and I thought, man, this is a really good thing just to get some information on this year's event and stuff, too.
Right. And I think it's interesting on the National Wreaths Across America page, on the homepage, there's actually a section where it says Remember, Honor, and Teach. And picture that is associated with Teach is from our ceremony, which is so cool
That
to
is
be on the
really
national
cool.
page. Yeah. It's a picture of, as you can see, it's that gentleman who's handing, I think you scroll right. Should
Oh,
be that
yeah,
third
right there.
picture. Yeah. That's our site.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So it really
Look at that.
explains Teach right there.
Well, and it's really what I think is so unique is this has become such a tradition, really, in Alton, and to be a part of it, and really just to see how you're making, Alton such a spotlight in that too, being nationally recognized is great, great
Right.
stuff.
Exactly.
And, what else is there to talk about when it comes to this, Margaret?
Well, I think that's basically covers everything I needed to say, but I don't want anybody to think that it's too early because it's not
it's
too
not.
early. Because
This year, I'm telling you, this has been wild.
I know. Yeah.
Graduation season's over almost,
Right,
and
yeah.
then next time we talk, school will be back in.
Right, and then probably the next time I come here will be after Labor Day, or right before we do our kickoff. We start our planning Labor Day, but Veterans Day will be right there, and then that's it.
Yeah, and then you got Lucy Haskell Playhouse and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. I'll be back for that.
Oh yeah, with that being said, the goal is 9,500, correct?
That's what about it's going to take for us to cover the 560 that we need at the cemetery.
And then any additional would go towards those folks around here that have their relatives or loved
Right.
ones buried somewhere else to take the
Exactly.
wreath after and go and place it.
Right,
Really
exactly.
cool.
Yeah.
And what's that P.O. box number again in case someone wants to write a $10,000 check?
That'd be great. 3081 in Alton, Illinois.
That's 62002, and that's 10 with 3 zeros. That's the number 10 with 3 zeros. And do they make it out to Wreaths across America?
Yes, they make it out to Wreaths across America. Yes.
Well, Margaret, it's always great talking to you, and
to
thank
see
you
you
so
too.
much for
You're
stopping by
welcome.
the studio.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk with Maddie Shell. She's calling in via the phone. They're going to be doing Jerseyville Rock the Block May the 30th. She's on tour, so we'll get to know a little bit more about her and her tour and more details on Rock the Block. So you stay there. I'll stay here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.